Good morning, students. We are going with our next lecture of the chapter Control and Coordination. Here we go with the different types of hormones, plant hormones. But before this, we have to take a quick review of the last lecture that we talk about the control and coordination means where we talk about the stimulus. So, what is stimuli? The changes in the environment to which the organisms respond and react are called stimuli. Because if there is no stimuli, there is no movement in plants and animals. So, stimuli or stimulus very important for the movement of plant and animal for the control and coordination of their body. Okay, so the response of organism is to stimulus is usually in the form of some movement of their body part. For example, if a man touch a very hot utensil accidentally, he quickly pull his hand away from the hot utensils. So here heat is the stimulus and the man react by moving his hand away from the hot utensil. Similarly, when the sun is bright, we close our eyes, and in case light is the stimulate and we react by closing the eyes. Okay, we also talk there about them. Both plant and animal react to various stimulus around them. Means, but the method of stimulus for reacting in stimulus are not similar in plant and animal, because in animal have nervous system. Animal can react to stimuli in many different ways because they have nervous system and an endocrine system involving hormones. But the plant, however, react to different stimulus in very limited way, because this is because the plant do not have nervous system like the animal have. Okay, so the plant use only hormone for producing reaction to external responses. Means the working together of various organ of organism in a systematic manner so as to produce a proper response to the stimulus is called coordination. Okay, so beta, first of all we have to be know about the control and coordination in plants. We talk about first control and coordination in plants. Okay, so the plant do not have nervous system and sense organ like eyes, ear, nose, etc. like the animal like we have, but they can still sense the things. Plant can still sense the things. Means the plant can sense the presence of stimulus like light, like chemical, like gravity, like water, like touch. They respond according to them. Okay, so we can also say that plants coordinate their behavior against environmental changes by using hormones, because plants have no nervous system, so plants use only hormone for their coordination. Okay, so means plant do their all action, means plant do their all coordination by their helping of hormones. So if we talk about the control and coordination in plant, we have to be know about the plant hormones. And one thing remember very necessary, that plant hormone is also called phytohormones beta. Okay, so here in this lecture we talked about some plant hormone which are responsible for the movement, for the control and coordination in plant. Okay, so plant hormone are of four types. First one is auxin, second one is gibberellin, third one is cytokinin, and fourth one is abscisic acid. Okay, so we go with that all. First of all we have to be started from auxin. Okay, means uh, if you talk in quick revision, if we quick apply that the control and coordination plant is done by plant hormone, we also called it phytohormones. Okay, so means the activity of plant controlling one or the other aspect of growth of plant. So the plant hormone are known as plant growth substances. Okay, so the growth of a plant can be divided into three stages. First one is cell division, second one is cell enlargement, and the third one is cell differentiation. And these stages have particular location in a plant. So first we here talk about auxin. So what is auxin? Uh, Always remember that first three hormones means auxin, Gibberellin and cytokinin are the plant hormone which promote growth of plant. On the other hand, abscisic acid is a plant hormone which inhibit the growth. Okay, if you have a question in board that name one plant hormone which inhibit the growth of plant, then you have to be right answer abscisic acid. If there is a question name the plant hormone which promote the growth of plant, you have to be right there auxin, gibberellin and cytokinin. Okay beta. Now auxin are the plant hormone which promote cell enlargement and cell differentiation in plant. It also promote fruit growth. Okay, auxin hormone control plant responses to light and gravity. In other words, auxin hormone is responsible for the phototropic and geotropic response of plant. Phototropic means photo means light, tropic means movement, means plant movement because of light. Geotropic means geo means gravity, tropic means movement, means the response of a plant due to the gravity. Okay, so auxin is made by cell at the tip of the stem and roots. Auxin away from the light and toward gravity. So auxin has opposite effect on the growth of stem and root. Auxin speed up growth in stem, but it slow down growth in roots. Okay, so these are all about the auxin hormone. Okay beta. Now we have to go with next slide. This one is gibberellin. So gibberellin are plant hormone which promote cell enlargement and cell differentiation in the presence of auxin. Means gibberellin mainly help in breaking the dormancy in seed and buds. वी ऑलरेडी डिस्कस अबाउट द डोरमेंसी, पहले भी मैं आपको डोरमेंसी के बारे में बता चुकी हूँ. ठीक है, सुप्त अवस्था को कहते हैं. जो सीड्स आपके स्टोर रूम में पड़े हुए रहते हैं वो उस समय डोरमेंसी की स्टेज में होते हैं जब तक कि उन्हें मिट्टी में नहीं डाला जाता. मीन्स they also promote the growth in plant, growth in fruits. So gibberellin hormone is involved mainly in shoot extensions. It elongate of shoot of various plants. Now third is cytokinin. Means cytokinins are the plant hormone which promote cell division in plant. It also help in breaking of dormancy of seed and bud, and they delay the aging in leaves and promote the opening of stomata. Many times board raise the question, name one plant hormone which are responsible for the opening of stomata and promoting of fruit growth. You have to write down cytokinin are the one hormone which are responsible for the opening of stomata. Okay, now here we go with the last plant hormone, that one is abscisic acid. Means abscisic acid is a plant hormone which functions mainly as a growth inhibitor, and abscisic acid promote the dormancy in seeds and buds. This is opposite of breaking of dormancy. Means it also promote the closing of stomata. Like cytokinin are responsible for opening of stomata, at the opposite abscisic acid are responsible for the closing of stomata. Means abscisic acid promote the wilting and falling of leaves, which is called abscission also. Means detachment of flower and fruits from the plant are because of abscisic acid. Okay beta. So these are all about the plant hormone which are responsible for the control and coordination in plants. But there is some movement also happening there. We talk about their tropies there. Okay, so we in next slide we talk about plant movement. Means these movement of plant part are usually caused by an unequal growth in two regions by the action of plant hormone under the influence of the stimulus. So if one side of a stem has more auxin than the other side, then the side of stem having more auxin hormone will grow faster than the other side. This will cause the stem to bend, and when the stem bend to one side, we say that the stem is showing movement. This movement or bending of stem has been caused by its growth. So we can say that the bending of stem is a growth movement. In fact, the movement in any part of the plant is usually a growth movement. Okay, so the plant movement made in response to external stimuli, and it is fall into two main categories. tropism and nestis. Okay, if we talk about what is tropism, so in tropism the direction of stimulus determine the direction of movement of the plant part, but in nestis the direction of movement is not determined by the direction of stimulus. Okay, first we have to be know about tropism. Okay, tropism, we first of all tropism means tropic movement, means a growth movement of a plant part in response to an external stimuli in which the direction of stimulus determine the direction of response is called tropism. Means tropism is the directional movement of the plant caused by its growth, and the growth of a plant part in response to a stimulus can be toward the stimulus. Means there is two type of tropism we have to be seen. First one is positive tropism and second one is negative tropism. So if the growth of a plant part is toward the stimulus, it is called positive tropism, and if the growth of a movement of plant are away from the stimulus, that it is called a negative tropism. Okay, so tropism means movement, means where plant grow, in which direction plant grow, that one is tropism movement, means it is a directional type of movement. Okay, so here we talk about types of tropism. There are five types of movement, five type of tropism. First tropism is phototropism. Photo means light and tropism means movement. Means if you, in phototropism the stimulus is light. Okay, so the movement of a plant part in response to light is called phototropism. On the other hand, if the plant part move away from the light, means means first of all the response of plant to light is called phototropism. If the plant part move towards the light, it is called positive phototropism. And same on the other hand, if the plant part move away from the light, it is called negative tropism, negative phototropism. Means the stem of a growing plant bend toward the light, so the stem of a plant shows positive tropism. On the other hand, the roots of a plant move away from the light, so the root of the plant show negative tropism. Okay beta, so this is first type of tropism. Now geotropism. Okay, means the movement of a plant part in response to gravity is called geotropism. On the other hand, the response of a plant to gravity is called geotropism. If plant part moved in the direction of gravity, it is called positive phototropism. On the other hand, if a plant part move against the direction of gravity, it is called negative geotropism. Now the roots of a plant move toward in direction of gravity, so the root of a plant show positive phototropism, and same the stem of plant move upward against the direction of gravity, so the stem of a plant show negative geotropism. Okay, it is all about geotropism. Now this is hydrotropism. Means what is the definition of there? The movement of a plant part in response to water is called hydrotropism. In the other hand, the response of a plant part to water is called hydrotropism. If the plant part move towards the water is called positive hydrotropism. On the other hand, if plant part move away from the water, then it is called negative hydrotropism. So the root of a plant away always go towards the water, so roots are always show hydrotropic movement. Okay, next it is chemotropism. We also okay, means in other what the response of a plant to chemical stimulus is called chemotropism. If the plant part show movement toward the chemical, it is called positive chemotropism. On the other hand, if the plant part show movement away from the chemical, then it is called negative phototropism. Means as you see in the slide, the growth of a plant tube toward the ovule during the process of fertilization in a flower is an example of chemotropism, and actually it is positive chemotropism. And in case the pollen tube grow towards the surgery substances, means it's go with the sugary substances or a chemical secreted by the stigma of carpel of a flower. So this is chemotropies. Okay. Now this is thigmotropies. Thigmo means touch, means the directional growth movement of a plant part in response to the touch of an object is called thigmotropies. As you see in your garden, the climbing part of a plant such as tendril grow towards the support which they happen to touch and wind around that support. So tendril of a plant are positive thigmotropies. Okay. So these are all about the some overall view of the different type of tropies. In our next class we also talk about the what type of response to a plant to be doing phototropies, to be done in geotropies, to be done in hydrotropism, and to be done in thigmotropies. Means we elaborate that all of things. Means in next lecture we have to be elaborate the responses of plant towards the light, means towards the light, towards the gravity, towards the chemical. Okay. It is please study that. If you have any query already, if you have query, then you talk to me, you discuss your query with me in your Zoom classes. Okay. In the next class we also continue with the same topic, tropics. Thank you.